Welcome to Momentum Live, episode 2 with Janet Castillo.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking about grit, longevity, and mentorship in the dance industry and also in life, because this girl is too hot to keep in the seat.
I'm like, I need to get up and dance. This is like, it's too comfortable right now. Yeah, no. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming, because I know you're a busy lady. I mean, gosh, Janet is a dance instructor, if you don't know her yet, a performance coach and host of and producer of the show Work It TV show. She's worked and trained in various styles in the industry's best, from Toronto, New York, Hollywood, London, and in London, England. So this girl, you and I go way back, because back in the day, I won't say how many years, when we were just beginning, we were, like just last week, we would be in the same castings, and we booked a few gigs together, and now look at us, look at you.
Look at us.
Look at us and look at you. You worked with many projects and some superstars such as Jennifer Lopez, Christina Mlian, JoJo, and hip-hop legend Curtis Blow, to name a few, okay? And now with all of this stuff, I mean, that's amazing. For me to even just say that list of names is like killer, first of all.
Thank you.
And now you're able to use that experience and spread dance to as many people as possible through your work, through Work It, your dance workshops and coaching programs.
Yes.
So let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. I'm ready. Ask me a question.
Yes.
Thank you for having me on the show.
I know, it's about time.
It's been a long time. And I mean, this girl right here also, you've been helping me through the times where I've been broken. And I'm like, Blessyl, I need your help. I'm broken, my hip, my back, my everything. So I'm so glad you're starting this, because I think it's definitely information that needs to be shared.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad. So let's talk about grit.
Yes.
Because grit is something that a lot of people are fascinated with, but they're not necessarily in it to win it. So let's talk about your experience with grit going through your dance journey.
Yeah, I think grit is just that rawness, you know, that like ability to really work hard, have a really good work ethic, know why you're doing the things you're doing, and having like a really strong why. I think is really, really important to know why you're doing things, because when things get tough, and they will get tough, it's inevitable that things will get tough. You need to come back to, well, why am I doing this? What's the purpose? What's the meaning? Because that's the thing that will lift you back up, and you'll want to go faster and harder, right? But I think if you don't have that sense of self and that self-awareness and really understanding who you are and why you dance and why you move and why you do the things you do, then it's hard to get that, like, I gotta do this, I gotta make this happen. There's like no other choice, it's just this. And so that grit comes out, like with any sort of boxer or any athlete. It's like that grit is what takes them to the next level and allows them to sort of become from the amateur and become a professional. So those hours and that time that you put in, I think, comes from a really good sense of, okay, who am I? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? So I think grit is just that raw ability to tap in and then to be able to like get in the arena, get in the dance, get on the stage and just quote unquote work it, but work it. I mean, and I feel you, like as you're talking, I can feel the passion coming right at you. That I'm like, okay, let's go. And it's tangible. It's tangible. And I think as any creative, the nice thing about it is that we're sensitive beings, right? And so the thing is about focusing on the direction that you're going, because you can hear a lot of chatter. A lot of, absolutely. I mean, because Janet, I have to say, you are trailblazing. I mean, coming from the generation of dancers, right? And coming from the restrictions when it comes to casting and finding your own opportunities in the major city centers of where dance opportunities are, and then bringing it back to Toronto. Like, how do you stay in the zone and focus and being like using your creativity as your advantage? I think that's exactly it. I mean, I'm very like self-aware, and I'm very like, I try to try things to test the market and try different things and try a class and not beat myself up if like things don't go right, or that didn't work, and then move over here, which is all like, I'm actually learning a lot about like the growth mindset and how to switch something that's quote unquote a failure to like, no, it was a learning opportunity. Like we got to try. We got to put ourselves out there. And we got to do it. And I think a lot of women in particular are perfectionists, and so we're very like, we want to get it right. We want to make things perfect, or else we won't do it.
Right.
And right now it's all about, you know, to be an entrepreneur and artist, you've got to try. You've got to go and put yourself out there. You have to be vulnerable. You have to try new things. And for me, I'm a creator at heart, an artist. So creating opportunities for myself, for other people, has always been something that's just a part of me, and making things happen has always been a part of me. Like not just dreaming and thinking it up, but like taking action. Okay, how can I do this? I'm scared. I'm fearful. I'm still like a little bit scared. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Oh my God, I have this work at TV show. Like, how am I going to make this happen?
Yeah.
But you still put one foot in front of the other, and you just like keep trekking, because you're like, that's the only way you're going to be really courageous and brave. And so I think tapping into who you are, really testing things out. You know, when you're in the beginning, you're just exploring. You're like, well, what's my style? What do I do? Is it hip hop? Is it jazz? I don't know. Try them all. You know, try every single style out there. And then you can get to a point where you're like, oh, I feel good in this area now. I love these choreographers. I want to stick here. Maybe I can rise here. So being a little bit strategic once you start exploring everything, going, okay, where can I fit in, and what's my gift that I can share? So that's a long answer to whatever you just asked.
No, but grit is a big. Grit it's not a simple thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I have to say too, because you are one of the chameleon dancers also. I mean, there are a lot of dance specialists that I work with. And it's a good thing, and it can also be a bad thing in the sense that you start to not feeling the connection in the musicality. So when you change techniques, vibes, cultures, and you find that like musicality has opened doors because it allows you to go and work with different cultures, different vibes. And I think that's the thing with me with dance, is why I'm so passionate about it, because it's a door opener.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a celebration. How can you bring dance to the person's living room through your show?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I've trained in so many styles ever since I was young. So I started with hula, and then I did the ballet, and then the tap, and the jazz, and then I grew older. I was like trained in ballroom Latin, did competition there, and I always had the Filipino folk dance.
Yes,
so it's like, just like having exposure to so many different styles, and the vocabulary of dance, I think is really as important as you become a dancer and you're pursuing this path, just to understand all the different styles. And as you become a choreographer, or you do other, you start to kind of find your voice, being able to take what you've learned and then mesh that with your own personal story and your own personal expression is what will get you to carve your own path. Right? Because, history is history. You have to learn it. You have to understand where everything came from. But you're also part of history. So it's like you've got to create something out of what you've learned.
Right.
So I think being able to learn musicality and all that just comes taking class, going to classes, trying different things, doing music, like understanding music, understanding rhythm and how your body moves in different ways. And I think that's just coming with exploring, like going to class and trying different things out with your body.
Right.
Yeah.
And that will also kind of stem into longevity, because you're saying navigating through the path. How have you been able to reinvent yourself from a young dance artist, a really hungry commercial dancer, to bringing you now to where you are today? Yeah.
Yes, that's a great question. Reinvention.
Yeah.
So I have a 3-year-old daughter.
Yes.
Right? And so after, I actually took a break from dance during my time when I gave birth, and I had my daughter home with me for the first year. I kind of actually was like, I don't want to dance for a little bit. I'm actually okay, like being at home and kind of just like exploring other things. And I found personally that putting dance away, it called me back. It drew me back.
Yes.
Like it was like small voices, like you gotta move, you gotta dance, your creativity, your soul, like it was just, and it just got louder and louder, and you're thinking in your head, okay, as I get older, should I not be dancing anymore? I'm like 30, right? I'm 30. So it's like, you think as a dancer, you're like, well, it's only professional dance, and then once you're done that, it's over.
Right.
But if you love dance and it's your passion and it's something that is just a part of you, you can never let go of it, you know, and you just find different ways for it to play a part in your life. When you become a mom and when you have a family, kind of like understanding how you want it to show up in your life. But I think what I did personally, putting it away, was a good thing, because I knew that it's just like love. Like you let something go. If it comes back, it's true love,
it's
right?
Meant to be.
So it's meant to be.
It's meant to
so
be.
It's
Yeah.
just like, now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I know dance is a part of my life, no matter what. What can I do now with what I've learned and all my experiences to now help other people that are on the come up, that love dance, that want to do something with this art.
Right.
Yeah.
And so this leads us to mentorship. So you've created this path of mostly, about experiencing the dance, choreographing the dance, mounting the shows. And so now working with the young dancers, or even, adults that want to express themselves, what would you say, like, what are your top 3 lessons, like, that you're mentoring to these young dancers?
Have fun. Number 1, have fun. Too many dancers, or just people in general, get in their head.
Yes.
Too much in their head.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't dance being in your head. You've got to be in your body. You've got to hear the music. You've got to be in the moment. You've got to be grounded, present. And so a lot of dancers that I'm coaching will sort of, get into their mind too much, and I'm like, don't think about it. Come on, just like shake it out, because it's just, you get in your head if you don't get a move right.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, but I didn't get that, and I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. This is an environment where it's okay for you to mess up, so that you can get better. And that's the only way, because if you attach too much to, oh my God, I didn't get that move right, or I didn't get this move right, this routine right, and you attach yourself to, like, you attach your success to that, then you're not going to grow, right?
No.
So definitely have fun. Number 2 is to there's a lot of things I teach. I'm trying.
I know. Narrowing it down on mentorship, it's like,
I think it's like, I'll say the 3 words: go for it.
Go for it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, release. Like, just go for it. Like, I'm a very determined, ambitious person, so I like to, when I'm teaching and I'm coaching, kind of bring that energy to that person. So if I'm ambitious and I'm driven, I want to give that to that person as well, for them to kind of just like go big, go big. Like, I can rein you in, but go there, like, take all the moves and go.
Right.
And then I can take them back, and all these lessons are, yes, in dance class, but it's in life, right? So
it's in
like,
life, yeah.
Go for it in anything you do in life.
Right.
Have fun with whatever you're doing. Don't take yourself too seriously, right? Have some fun. And then the 3rd one I would say I teach is to be clear. So what I mean
clarity,
by that
yes,
is being intentional with your moves and having purpose and meaning behind some of the things you do. So
yes. Can I just give you, like, because how many times do I talk about this is my passion? This is
So yes, absolutely. Because if you're not clear and intentional, and you're not like, like, if your arm is up there, is it a hit? Is it a smooth
what are
hit?
the pictures?
What's the picture? And then with the music, what is that picture? I see a lot of dancers not dancing to the music, or not dancing on
It boggles
beat.
my mind.
It's like, what beat are you dancing to?
It boggles my mind when I see that.
So it's like, be clear, listen to the music, know what pictures you're showing, or what story you're telling. So that's kind of just comes with time, because some dancers still just need to learn the actual movement part of it, the technique, and then kind of go deeper. Okay, what's my story? What that is? But I think people want to rush too quickly.
Yes.
People want to rush through the move. People want to learn a routine so fast.
Yeah.
And it's like, take it slow. Take your time. Have fun. Let's be clear about each move. Is it low? Is it high? Are you angry? Are you happy? Like, all those things. Just be clear, because I think even in auditions, when I'm auditioning as dancers, the ones that are just very clear about what they're doing with their move and are very intentional and like laser focused, and like, yourself, and you know what you're all about, and that can just happen in an instant. So definitely take your time learning the choreography, be clear about what you want, and those are my 3.
Those are the 3, and that's like a big thing to know.
Those are the 3,
and it takes time to harness. So the first one was
have fun.
Yes.
Have fun.
Have fun. Yeah.
Number 2. See, I'm forgetting these already. Have fun. What was my second?
Be intentional. No. No, that's clear. Number 3. Oh my God.
Determined? What did I even say? Somebody help us. Anyone, tell me, what did I say? Number 2. I really don't know.
We're just like vibing off this high of
we're just on
superpowered
fun.
Janet.
Okay. I said have fun. I said
just go for it.
Go for it. 3 words. My daddy taught me that. Go for it.
Yes.
And then number 3 is to be clear.
Be clear.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. Write those
in.
notes. Write those
Pack
notes.
it
Write those
in.
notes.
Bam. Okay. Oh my God. Woo!
And I think
there's no alcohol.
No, it is
just
caffeine
tea.
free.
It's just tea.
She is high on life.
Okay. Keep it going.
So, Miss Janet, you talked about some really great things where, like breath and presence and getting out of the head into the body. I think that's the power of dance.
Yes.
It's what helps me heal. It helps me it's my meditation. I just gotta get out of it. Like it's for me, it's my medicine.
Absolutely. Yes.
Which wasn't quite apparent until later in life, right?
Okay.
And see how that develops on. But you talked about that it factor when you're working with at auditions and when you're casting. So what is it, the embodiment of these successful dancers that get booked? And maybe they didn't get booked that day, but you noticed there's an embodiment about it.
Absolutely.
And what is that embodiment of professionalism that dancers and artists and just regular people who don't dance need to know in life? Because you could just stand there and people will be like, okay, they're for real. Like, how is it? What is that? What is that about?
Absolutely. I think from the moment you walk in the room, right? So I book a lot of dancers, not just because of their talent. I mean, there's so many incredible dancers. There's so many good dancers out right now. But I book them because, are they going to show up on time? Are they going to take the corrections and then self-correct immediately? Do I like them? Are we going to have a good time together?
Yeah.
Are we going to enjoy having our time together? So I think there's the dancing part of it, but then if you're going to work in the professional world, there's a whole other element of just being professional and having a really good work ethic, being very humble, right? And being, someone that you want to work with, right? And being able to take corrections and to be able to implement them right away. I usually book dancers that I know that are quick, that I know that are in it for the right reasons, are helpful. But I think that in auditions, you can really tell because you have you have the dance floor where people are dancing, and then once they get off the floor, are they checking their phone? Are they looking down? Are they or are they engaged? Are they I'm here, what's happening? Okay, I'm watching these other dancers, or I'm just gonna sit back a little bit and recover because I just threw myself on that floor. But being engaged in the whole process. I remember going on auditions and I would just be always forward because I wouldn't want to miss anything. I wouldn't want to miss if there's an amazing dancer and I'm oh my God, how did they do that? I wouldn't want to miss any pieces of choreography. So even if I'm on the sidelines, I'm still engaged and I'm looking. And that as somebody that's judging those environments, I can see that, and you can really pay attention to the things that are happening, not just there. As the show, that's the show. And then now behind the scenes, what are you doing? Are you helping? Are you engaged? And I think that is what's really important for the whole package. Right. For the whole package for longevity, for somebody that wants to do it in the long run and to build relationships and do it for the right reasons. I think the dancers that are that way and have the full package, I think I'm always booking them. I'm I'm going to call up this person because I already know that they can do it, that they can get it, that they can help me if I even need some help with the choreography. And so I rebook a lot of the times. I'll call up some of my favorite dancers and just say, can you do the show? Right. I'm currently doing that right now. But it comes down to just loving dance and knowing that there's a whole other thing beyond just dance moves. Right. Yeah. All the other things. Yeah, there's a lot of pieces. And then going on to that, for those, because you've worked with amazing, well-known artists. J.Lo's not well-known. She's just she's got booty. I love J.Lo. Yes, I do. Yes. So what would you say, because when you work with them, they also have
a different vibe and professionalism. And how do they embody it when they come to set or when they come to rehearsal? Like a lot of the misconception is that once you arrive at a certain status that the work stops, that you can just kind of coast on the brand that you develop, but it's not the case, right? Yeah.
No, not at all. The stars that I've worked with, specifically J.Lo, if I want to use her as an example, very clear, again, very sure of herself, knows exactly what she wants and how she wants it to be done. Super hard worker, but knows herself, knows what her assets are, knows where she can win, knows the industry, just knows her body very well. Like I remember teaching her choreography or like showing her some of the choreography of one of the pieces, and she was just like zoned in, like, does that work for me? Does that, like, she was zoned in. Like I remember it was like obviously fright because I was like, oh my God, J.Lo. So I was doing the choreography, and I remember, and I even have a video of this where she's just like zoned in because she's like, does that work? Does it not work? And she knows, and I mean, it worked. Luckily, thank God, it worked, and she put it on her body, and she made it work. But she's a dancer first, right?
Yeah, she is a dancer,
so she knows how to move. She understands the vocabulary, and she knows herself very, very well. Yeah, because the world's going to tell you everything about what you should do, how you should do it, all these things, but she knows herself when she walks in a room, and she even for putting the concert out, she'd be like, no, I want it this way, I want it that way, this is what it's going to be, these are the costumes, boom, 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 like just self-orchestrating the whole thing. And you're like, wow, just that confidence of like knowing how you want it, and like and obviously she has a team to help, and that sort of thing, but just being aware of like who she is in the world of entertainment and what she can bring, I thought was like amazing. And then obviously she's a super hard worker, like she's incredible. She also knows in rehearsals when to go for it hard and then when to full mark. So that I thought, like, I'm going to go for it crazy, but I'm going to mark it. I'm going to get it in my body. I'm going to be clear about the moves, and then I'm going to kill it when I need to, because I need to do this. I can't go hard at each rehearsal. So she knows she doesn't come for the whole rehearsal. She would come like towards the end when it was just the dancers. We were clean. She would mark it, and then she'd go full out. Like she was there.
And you know what? Like that is another piece adding to longevity, because as you get older as a dancer, you have to play it smart. And I've started to I've implemented that in auditions and in rehearsals, where I'm like, I just got to get it in my body, and you just tell me when. I need to know like 2 more run throughs before the real thing, and then you do it, because we just don't have the same energy.
No, I agree.
You gotta be a little bit strategic.
It's burned down on the floor. I would pull out all the time. I pull out right now, but after this is one another nap. No, but it's that thing, right? Different. It's the work hard, play hard mentality. It's like you being go strategic. Hard and then pull back, rest and recover. You go hard again, and then you rest. Just like any athlete, or when you're building a muscle, it's like you stress it, you go hard, and then you gotta rest.
That's right.
Or else if you keep pushing, you're just gonna be burnt out. Right. And if you're talking about longevity, that's the way to be sustainable, is to push a little bit harder and then recover. Right. And like you said, when you're learning moves, it's like, okay, tell me when I need to do the full out thing, because I'm good just internalizing everything in my body, and like I could hear the music, but then when you want to go out, it's like you're gonna go, right? So it's smart, it's strategic to do that. I think sometimes when you're younger, it's a little bit like full out on the go, all the time, right? But as you get older and you want to, still maintain dance and your artistry, then you've got to be a little bit smarter about how you like play the game, right? So, and like playing the game, just like J.Lo, you guys are dancing moms. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, J.Lo, yes, she is a dancing mom. Yeah. It is, so how do you navigate that? Like, how do you? Yeah. How did I know for me, like, I don't know, just like you, the dance just kept coming back. I kept quitting it kept coming back. You have like 20 kids. She's a super mom, okay? Super mom. I only have one. Okay? One is a lot. No. One is a lot. Okay, it changes your life. It does. So I think it's a lot of support. Yeah. You know that. I think it's a lot of support from your husband, your family members. I luckily have both my parents in my life still. My sister-in-law takes care of her, my daughter a lot. My brothers, and so it's a lot, but at the same time, it's just management. It's like time management, project management, like figuring out, okay, who's taking her today, and I'm going to do this interview. Are you okay with that? Okay, good. Yeah. Who's feeding her today? Do we have dinner? Like coming home, So it's like a lot of communication. Like, you know, with my husband, it's like, okay, we do our Sunday night meetings where I'm like, okay, so what do we got going on for the week? What's happening? What's on the calendar? When do you have Sky? Okay, I have to teach 3 hours straight. Like, are you good? You know? That like communication, because I think if you're all on the same board in terms of what's important and what your priorities are, you take away everything else that's not important. Your family is most important, and then you go into like your career, spirituality, whatever it is that's important to you. But prioritizing what's most important, and then everything else, it's too much. Just let it, like, you know, let it go, and say no to the things that don't give you that like life, and everything else work towards that. But I think it's very possible to be a mom and to still be in the industry, or at least still be doing what you love, but it takes a lot of extra work. Because you got to take care of your body, and you got to take care of your other little human beings. So it's like, you got to have a team. You got to have your support, your community. Like, I can't raise Skylar without my husband or my parents, or like all these other family members that are in my life. It's like, they have to be around, because I can't just do it all by myself, right? So asking for the help and saying, like, I need help, but this is what's important to me. I'll be here at this time. And I think, you know, being able to really take care of yourself at the end of the day. Like, I get an hour every morning, as much as I can, to myself. Because after
that's so good.
Because after that, it's right? So I try my very best to get up early before it even gets up, and I do my hour, and that sets me up. And when I don't have those days, it's very hard days, but I get through them. But I try my best, and I encourage any of the moms that are out there. You know, if you're burnt out, if you're lacking your creativity, or you want to dance again, like, take an hour to yourself.
You need an hour,
half an hour, something where it's like, this is just my time to get my head right. And to like brain dump all the things that are in my head. Like, I journal, so I do that every morning. But when I do that, I feel much more clear about what's important, and then I can get through my day so much better if I do that. I did that this morning, and it's like game changer every time I do it.
So that's the secret of a powerhouse. Journal. The secret of a powerhouse every lady.
Morning.
Journal. Get yourself into the mindset when you get it on the paper. Put it on the paper.
You got it. Yeah, put it on the paper. Get it out of your head.
So in one sentence.
Oh, we're doing a full sentence. Okay.
Yeah. How do you embody momentum?
A sentence?
In one sentence. You can do it.
Momentum to me is making it happen.
There you go.
Making it happen by just embodying it. I'm making this longer than a sentence.
No, but you're performing it.
I'm trying to perform.
This is a dance.
This is like the momentum of like embodiment of like moving, like moving from
forward
here
movement
to here to I'm going to
getting out of your head and into your body,
and I'm going to like
put it into the world.
I'm going to put it into the world. Like, it starts here, and then it's momentum, and then it makes it happen. Did everybody get that? We're gonna contract.
Yes, we're gonna, and then release.
Pull it back, and then we're gonna momentum forward. And we have. Are we doing our fan? Wait.
Oh, let's. Okay, so we'll do our. We were planning this, and we missed it. So you're just gonna see our mature dance skills right now.
We were planning this, so we're gonna cross our legs.
I'm gonna put this down because I'm gonna fall.
Hold this straight. And we're gonna do a little fan kick.
All right, fan kick for
starting on the right.
Okay, here we go. You count this down.
As you do, you also want to make sure your core is strong. So you don't want to slump. Right?
Okay. All right, fan kick.
And a 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1.
Oh my God.